Today, you move forward on your dreams. We have forward motion now. You can reflect on your everyday life and the dismantling of an illusionary timeline that you went through in the past few months. Now, Saturn Retrograde ends. It's actually a great teacher for us. And we go through these periods of time so we could self-reflect, so that we could see clearly, and we come out of these time periods focused on our dreams and the power of creation. And that's what we need in our lives. We need to have change. And in today's lesson, we're going to understand and overstand the importance of change. And, change is not, it's not easy, but we go through these things as an accelerator, as a little spark to get us moving forward. So it's a great time to have a knowing that you now will begin to move forward with your dreams. And no one out there can actually stop you. We learned this last night. No one actually can stop you. Only through self-doubt we can stop ourselves. So it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward with these energies right now. I'm very grateful for all of you. If you just stumbled across this message, could you kindly hit the like button right now? It'll help others find this message. And if the message resonates with you, please subscribe to the Our Everyday Lives YouTube channel. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, to help you become the person that you came here to be on your journey of self-discovery. Saturn retrograde ends now, right now, literally right now. And we will start to move forward with our dreams, with our goals. And you can reflect on your life, go back to June, and what has happened in your life. What was the energy theme of your life since that fateful time period in June? It's not easy when you go through massive amounts of change, but it's for your benefit. We went through a dismantling of an illusionary timeline. We were going the wrong way. And it's hard to go through this. It's hard. Change is hard. Learning the truth is hard. And sometimes we need this tough love. And we can't look at things as good or bad. Sometimes, we hear these things and, we hear Saturn retrograde or Mercury retrograde. We hear these things and we can't hide under the couch. You know what I'm saying? So we actually have to look at these things as our teacher. And when you go through these time periods, you are learning a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot to go through all at once. But the toughness of Saturn retrograde is actually our best teacher. Sometimes our best teachers in life are not the, what's the word? Unicorns and rainbows. They're not the nicest. No. They're the things that forge us into the fire. They are the things, iron sharpens iron. The pressure that is put on a diamond is formed under great pressure. Are you becoming a beautiful diamond right now? You could let us know in the chat. Mental toughness. Mental toughness is allowing us to find ourselves. Mental toughness is allowing us to find ourselves. Going through this shift that we've all been through, and it's been a great teacher. We can reflect on our lives and the time periods that, we became better. We became better during a situation from something that doesn't really, at face value, these things don't really, come off so fluffy. So when you go through these shifts, and there's a lot of distractions out there, and that it's beyond our control, so we have to stay focused on what we're creating in the now moment. There's a lot of distractions out there, but sometimes we have to be shook to our core in order for our authentic self to be front and center. And this reminds me of a time in my previous life, during this lifetime. And, I taught under 3 assistant principals. And 2 of the assistant principals, they were very nice. And the assistant principals, they would come in and they would do observations. And, there was 2 assistant principals. I would always get, the highest rating, whatever. And then there was one that always gave me a hard time. And I would see him and, he's coming in and I'm on his list and so on and so forth. And I knew that this assistant principal, he was going to give me a hard time. I needed to perform at my finest. And at face value, going through it in the now moment, it's hard. It's tough. But what this person did for me, he forged me in the fire, and I was forced to put my best foot forward. Iron sharpens iron. So when you go through these time periods, you can reflect on your life and, when certain things, they test you. And on my journey, going through that situation, and it always, it was almost like a spiral. It keeps coming up until you overcome it. And, over the years, our relationship got better and closer. But what I realized was that he was there to bring out the best in me. Maybe he's watching right now. I'm very grateful for you, my brother. Iron sharpens iron. And the toughness that we have to go through, the life lessons that we go through, it brings out the best in us. And some people or some situations in our lives, they are designed to bring out the best in us. That was the time period that we all have been through. Now it's time. You've recalibrated. You reassessed. Now you're ready to rock and roll, baby. Now it's time to move forward and start building your new life. Sometimes, in inopportune conditions, we need to perform at our finest. The will beats the skill. Full video on the channel page. Last the test of time. This has been the mental toughening that we've all been through. We go through this mental toughening so that we can find ourselves. Throughout the distractions, other people, what we see in the world, so on and so forth, we don't find ourselves all the time. We go through the mental toughening so that we can be prepared to put our best foot forward. We live in a very powerful, highly energetic time period. We actually even see this in the Schumann resonance, which we share on the channel. This is a time period where you have to train for life. You have to train for life now. And it's all about discipline. When you are disciplined in your everyday life, you will accomplish great feats. This time period that we've all have been through was a time period to prove you are worthy. You had a chance to prove you are worthy by simply showing up every day and keep moving forward. And these time periods that we go through, a lot of us have been through the ringer. It brings pain, and I shared about this. Here comes the pain, baby, yeah. But everyone has to wake up in the morning and realize that there are two types of pain. There is the pain of remaining the same, or the pain of change. When you go through change and something is new to you, it's very painful, it's uncomfortable, you're out of your comfort zone. The pain of change does not last forever. You have to wake up and say, can I be stuck in this situation for the rest of my life? Knowing that there is an entire world out there. There is a new reality out there waiting for you. And you sit with this pain, the pain of remaining the same. You could be sitting there day after day, knowing that you have to go through a change. You need to get out. You need to be released. And it comes in many forms. You could reflect on your everyday life. And you could say, I need to get out of this worthless relationship. I need to get out of this worthless job. These things that don't serve my soul. These things that don't serve my greatest purpose. And you could feel that your soul and its energy, the energy that operates the body, the energy is being drained from you day after day. The pain of remaining the same, or the pain of change. You have the ability to do great things in your everyday life. As we go towards the end of this year, this was the year for us to shift timelines. And the messages last the test of time. You have the ability to live the life that you've always wanted to experience. And you will have to put yourself in the future. We share about this a lot. We can't live our lives backwards, but you put yourself in the future at the end of your life. And mentally put yourself there that you never changed. You just did the same thing. And then you look at your life and you said, oh, these are all the things that I could have done. And when you sit there and you embrace the energy that regret is worse than failure. When you sit with the regret, that is the worst pain of all. Because each and every one of us have the ability to create new realities. Each and every one of us have the ability to live the life that we want to experience. Stop settling for crumbs and start having the life, the existence that you want to experience. Start living the life today, because the energy is here to support us. We are moving forward now. It's the forward energy. Saturn Retrograde is over. Congratulations. You've all made it. We've made it to the end. And as tough as these things are, these things bring out the best of us. Mylene, a lot of people ask that question. And only you will know. You have to listen to yourself, as your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. No one actually knows but you. I've lived this myself. And you listen to yourself, and people will tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. And if you're feeling aggravated, if you're feeling it's irritating to hear these things, that's probably not the way. But when you listen and you envision things and you feel your heart flutter, when you feel that you are in alignment, your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. If the message resonates with you today and you're ready to move forward, could you kindly hit the like button? It's going to help others find this message. I'm grateful for that. To really embrace our authentic self, you have to put in the work daily. Every single day we show up, and it is a mental toughening that we've all been through. And you need to see things for yourself. Oh, man, why did I have to go through this, right? You say that. I know you say that. I know you say that. I say it too. It's true. Oh, man, why do I have to go through this for? And the answer is because you have to see it for yourself. People can try to tell you, but you have to have first-hand experience for your specific journey. Some people, like there's certain tests that they don't need to. They maybe have done it in a past life. They are a professional at these things. But we have to learn for ourselves, and we learn the best reality. These time periods, they're best for leveling up. And that's what we all have been through. And if you are, Ariana, I'm looking at the chat. I'm actually reading what everyone's writing. I'm reading, I'm teaching, I'm doing everything all at the same. I do everything. I'm a one-man band here. Isn't it tremendous? I'm reading the chat. See, I try to, be with everyone. And then I lose my train of thought. But you need to realize that there is a lot to learn. And the more you say that I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to embrace the highest version of myself, all of a sudden, everything starts falling into place. The past few months, the energy supported us in many facets. And we experienced a dismantling of an illusionary timeline. And now you are on the highest timeline so that you could become the greatest version of yourself. And we're all experiencing it now in the now moment. We'll fix it. We're still trying to, there's all these new things that are going on. We'll figure it out. There's all these new things that are going on right now. But you come back better than ever before. You need to be well balanced. The Triforce, like the Legend of Zelda, that's what we do. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It's like the Triforce. You have to put in the work physically, mentally, and spiritually. And you want to embrace authenticity. And when you embrace authenticity, it lasts the test of time. And you can start to decipher life. You become more efficient. You're becoming more efficient right now. And this way, when you see a circumstance, when you see a situation, you could see it coming a mile away. And then you don't waste your time. Listen, linear time is fake. There's shifts and stuff. There's seasons and cycles. But as we move forward, we want to spend, and please let us know in the comments if this resonates with you. We want to spend our time in this lifetime becoming the greatest version of ourselves and not wasting our energy for something that has nothing to do with where we're going. Stop listening to other people that aren't going where you are. Don't get led astray. Focus on what lies within the sacred heart. You can't make long-term decisions with the brain. I'm living proof of this. You have to make the decision with your sacred heart. The heart emits an electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than your brain. So when you are focused in the heart space, that's where you make the right decisions. And when you act from a place of authenticity, it lasts the test of time. We come out of the isolation period better than ever before. Our relationship has been strengthened. Not the relationships with fake people, not the relationships with our social media, not the relationships with subconscious programs that don't even exist. No. The strongest relationships with God and your higher self. Those are the relationships that you come out of this time period stronger than ever before. You have to realize this at some point. People could be in a crowded room. Oh, there's so many people, so many fake friends and fake smiles and fake everything, right? You have to realize you're in here alone all day long. The only relationships that matter are your relationships with God and yourself. Remember that. If that resonates with you, hit that like button. I appreciate that. Hit that like. It's been a painful learning experience as we complete Saturn Retrograde. Congratulations. Congratulations. You did it, kid. You did it, kid. But these things really are our best teachers. So I'm very grateful for all of you. Grateful for your support. So if this message resonated with you, hit the like button. Why don't you subscribe to the Our Everyday Lives YouTube channel? We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time. If you'd like to support this channel here on YouTube, please become a member. I'm very grateful for that support here. Later today, there will be a brand new video up on Patreon. We also have a Patreon community. Head over to Patreon if it calls you. The link is in the description. We all collaborate about these things together because collectively we're greater than the sum of our parts. Head over to X for daily motivation. You have to wake up every single day. Start the day off right. It was a tremendous short on YouTube. Start the day off right every single day. So head over to X. All the links are in the description and on the channel page. Utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives, and please continue to share our channel because authentically and through the people, that's how these things grow. I'm very grateful for all of you. Please leave comments on this video. Are you ready to move forward? And some relevant videos at the end of this, if you're watching on the replay, will appear here and here. So once you click them, check it out. And we're constantly growing. These things last the test of time. You've been forged in the fire. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, just keep going. Love you all. See you tomorrow.